I hope the connection's good, and maybe I can zoom out a little bit. No, he'll let me zoom in. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to work with this then, aren't we? Never really done a live stream on my phone before. Not only that, I'm gonna have the chat up in a second phone here, providing it'll let me in. I haven't had this phone on in quite a while. And being awful slow. If I can get that, get my channel up, I'll be watching the one thing. There we go. Make sure we're all good live and sounds okay. Yeah, I think we're all right. Okay, I'm going to mute this, and we are going to have that up so I can see comments, maybe. Okay, right, all the way up. Okay, now I got you so I can see comments. I don't know if you can see that. So we're 2 minutes in. We've done absolutely nothing so far. Hopefully we keep good connection. I'm trying to figure out the best way to angle you guys. So what we have here is a early 50s Craftsman push mower. By the way, I'm dyslexic. I'm going to mix up words, and there's a reason that people edit their videos. I misspeak sometimes. So just to let you know on that. Early 50s Craftsman mower. This is a Power Products engine. This here's actually a Craftsman deck made by Craftsman. And we're going to start off by taking the engine off. And we're going to take the handles off on this one. The thing that scares me the most is going to be these 3 bolts up here. They're kind of screw heads. I kind of messed with this center one a little bit, see if it'd be a pain, and it's going to be a pain. So we may have to get creative with getting that off, but we'll do that after we get the deck off, or the engine off the deck. So first, we're going to go underneath. I kind of sprayed everything down. I got to find a good angle. I'm not totally in your way either. That'll be okay. I kind of sprayed everything down with a little WD just to give us a chance here, because some of these bolts have probably not been off here since the 50s. Size were you? I grabbed everything I needed. I went through and take note how this comes off, because that Power Products, we got nut, one thick washer. There's a thin washer, but it's stuck to the blade, so we're going to leave it there. Well, if we find a thin washer floating around later, we know where it goes. And your little seal that goes between the engine and the blade. This was down, and my phone just shut off because the battery's super dead, so I still can't read any comments. Hooray! Well, we'll let that charge up, and hopefully later I can get to them. Make sure we're still going here. Yeah. And bring my chats up so I can top chat. All messages are visible. There we go. Sorry, learning curve. 1/2 inch for the 4 bolts hold the engine on. I'm going to hold the back of the engine so it doesn't fall off. All these have lock washers on them. Shoot. Oh, maybe I'm going to hold the engine. Yeah, I got it. That's a 2-stroke, not a 4. That could have been really heavy, and we would have had to drain the oil out of it. So 3 of these had the right, so this has been off here before. This here's got a lock washer, and these other 3 have little spring locks on it. So we're going to put those right somewhere. It rained a lot last night. I almost didn't think I was going to do this video today. So here we have the engine. I think what we're going to do, we're going to tear the engine apart first, and then we'll work on the deck. Now, I could have left this on there. It probably would have made things a little easier, but what's the video without a little challenge, right? Now I'm going to snap the end of the crankshaft off, and then we'll have a big challenge. So for that, we're going to need a 11/16. Goes. I don't know if you noticed, but once it started coming loose, all this was spinning and the engine was starting to spin. So I had to reach behind it and grab the flywheel to keep it from spinning. So this is a Power Products. We have a lock washer. We have the top half of the recoil or rope start. And on this one, we don't have the big washer, which I believe is missing, because on the other one we did, there was a big flat washer that went around here. So unless they got rid of that, which I could see because every time I went to pull it, that thing was like pinching my rope in there. And I tried both a thick and thin rope. Actually, the one that was on that one was the one I was trying, so somebody had been using it. So here's our flywheel, or our fan. Under here is your points of condensers. We're not going to mess with that. It looks like the governor is built in little springs here. This whole setup wasn't on the other one. What's that say? Repco. Yeah, R-E-P-C-O. Unless it'll just come off. No, I'm not going to mess with that. This thing, I turned it over. It does feel like it's got spark. And we know that this has been off here before. If you look here, it has been welded on and repaired. So now we got that bit off, we're also going to do the tank in silver. It looks like it might have been red. Somebody painted it red because the silver is underneath. So we're going to take this air breather off. Sorry, I got to make sure you're in a good shot. We're going to pop this off. Take our little screwdriver here. I prefer to have a smaller one. Pry that screen out. Then there's some almost like Brillo pad material. Stainless steel scrub pad. But that's actually what they used for the air filter. And it seems to get enough air through it to run, and I imagine that's going to stop a lot of dirt and gunk getting in there. And we have a second screen in the back. Set those to the side. Then inside of here we have 2 screws. Go ahead and take those out. get them both loose here. There's our little cup. And you can see where choke is and everything. Now on these, you have two, well, these are bent up a little bit more. The other ones are more flat. You have two bolts here and here. They were a 7/16 on the other one, so we're going to try a 7/16 on this one. But of course, they made everything a little more difficult on this model. Did they really design that so we have to take the flywheel off? I think they did. Oh my. That was not very smart. The other one was easy to get off. Did that moved? I don't think I did. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's not an ideal design. The other one got it right, and it would have been older than this one. So they went ahead and bent these sides up and make it harder to get a wrench on. That's far from ideal. But if it's like the other one, yeah, you just have to loosen these up and then the whole thing will slide off. So at least they didn't change that part of the design. Find the center. I think that's going to fit over that. Not really. Oh, they had to go and make everything difficult on this one, didn't they? There you go. Not quite enough, is it? There we go. Now it's off. Now we take our fuel line off. We're going to replace that here. So we're not too concerned. You know. Very old on their fuel line. Dang. Well, we may have to get something to cut that with. I don't think I brought a knife with me, did I? I got that with me. And a box of cutter to the rescue, huh? There's one half of it off. I have a feeling we're going to have to cut this end off too. That was enough. Nope. Wow. Oh, all that and the end's still on there. I don't think we dented our tank any. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I can't remember if that was there or not. Whoopsie. There we go. Now, we throw that away. Interestingly, there's a tag here. Don't seem to say anything on it, but there is a tag here. Oh, there it is. What do we got? Type 601B, serial number 2287548. Still going? Anybody say anything? No? Alright. So here we go on this. We're going to set that to the side. And next, we're going to start disassembling our deck. Because this here's as far as we're going to take it. We're going to do this whole thing in red. Or no, silver, I'm sorry. No, hold on. Silver, and we're going to take this bottom piece. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my other one. We're going to take this tank off. We're going to do this bottom part in red. And we're going to do the tank in silver. That way it matches the other one. This whole thing here, we're going to clean it off. Do the whole thing in silver. We're going to set this to the side for a minute while we work on that tank. Because this might be a fight as well. I know it was quite a fight getting the other tank off. Maybe they have a better design. No, exact same design. But it seems to be working a lot better. A sticker on here, we're going to try and save it. I got some tape. We're at least going to tape off the power products. Yeah, we'll just throw a piece of tape over the whole thing. Try and save it. Take the gas cap off here. Hoping, boy, it has some old nasty gas in it. We can do something like that and that. Now, we're going to have to take these all the way off. Get these rings off of here without taking that end off. I don't remember how I did that on the other one. No, the tank's designed different. The tank and the... so I did change this. Because this here was on this side. on the other tank. So this and that were in line, so you just slip these off. Not so on this tank. Boy, they really didn't want you working on this one when they swapped around. They made that other one, the older model, a lot easier. This one you got to do a lot more steps to do anything with. Well, I'll go ahead and take that off. Well, there's little nuts in here, so I'm going to put these back together so we don't lose them. So that's always fun, trying to find little tiny nuts that fall on the ground. Good enough, you think? Or should I go a little more? One. Two. Oh shoot, there it goes. There you guys can see. And my other phone just hit the dust. Hooray, that little tripod did a great job. It's okay, it was kind of on its way out. Well, it was my old phone anyway. The screen was already beat up pretty bad on it. So that can be cleaned up as its own thing, along with these two rings. I'm going to throw the gas tank lid back on, wherever I put the gas tank. Where did I put the gas tank? I don't see it. I throw it on the ground. Oh, dude, it's right in front of me. Because I don't know if you can see in there. It's very grimy. Needs to be cleaned out, but it doesn't look rusty. So that's a good thing. We can reuse this tank and save it. Because I have another Craftsman, and it's got one of these tanks, but it's got like a big cover over it with a recoil, and it's all rotted out on the bottom. Now we're getting down to the deck. We've been on here 23 minutes in already. And to start in on the deck, I think we're going to take these wheels off. Yeah, we'll take the wheels off first. So that's a 9/16 on the the inside. On the inside, and then I got to find the one for you. 3/4 on the outside. I'm working up high here, make sure you guys can see me. We have our high quality Walmart branded wrench, so you know it's going to work. And I need an adapter for that. I have got to get my shop done up so I can have all my tools organized. As it is, everything's just kind of everywhere in my building, and even including my toolbox. I have to go through a lot of stuff. Once I get that shop done up, everything's going to get done in there for the most part. here we have well, it looked like there was a bit of a spring washer on there, unless that was off another nut, another bolt. Yeah, maybe not. So we had this on the inside, and on the outside we had this little washer. And in case these come apart, we have a lock washer. Yeah, lock washer on the outside. So we're just going to reassemble the wheels. These are plastic wheels, so I'm not going to paint them. I'm just going to pressure wash them up real good. Hopefully they come out okay. And at least they're all matching set. They're all diamond tread. And yeah, they all got the the three spoke style on the inside. So I'm actually going to throw these on the ground because we're getting close to pressure washing time. We're going to clean this off. Now, I can talk as I do. Maybe I can talk as I do. But we're going to clean this off and hit it with some... Now, this one's different. This one has a little spring washer mounted on the bottom of it. Maybe these aren't the original wheels. Something's been messed with at some point. This one had a big washer on the outside, maybe because it's a back wheel. And nothing on the inside. No, nothing on the inside. I guess that would make sense that these have been off here before, because that's how you adjust the deck height on this mower. You have, what, four? Yeah, four different height settings on here. Try and get you guys in the shot for this side. Hope we don't lose signal.